Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. First up, Biden arriving in Israel earlier today, and what an entrance he made. Of course, there were a few embarrassing moments on an international trip, because how would you recognize him without him? Here is Biden hot off Air Force One doing the whole fist bump thing. As we said, they weren't going to do the handshaking. They just want to do the fist bumping. And after all of that, let the bloopers begin. Take a listen. What am I doing now? Well, nobody knows, Joe. We're going to figure it out with you. After that, he tries to hit on an Israeli female service member. Take a look. I mean, he just doesn't really. I mean, that's actually kind of funny. I'm not going with you. She's cute. And then they just kind of guide him off. He has no idea where he's going. And then he does his speech, and he screws up probably the most critical word when talking about the Holocaust.
I will once more return to the hollow ground of Yad Vashem to honor 6 million Jewish lives who were stolen in the genocide, and continue, which we must do every day, continue to bear witness. To keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust, honor those we lost.
Honor the Holocaust. You know, it's Joe Biden. You expect it to happen. Next up, could Hollywood be any more transparent? Have you seen Yellowstone? It's like the #1 show on TV. It's so insanely popular. Everybody's watching this show. And it got completely snubbed on all Emmy nominations this year. Talk about out of touch. One of the most popular series on TV, if not the most, but the libs at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, which apparently does the Emmys and the Oscars, I didn't know that till today, left Yellowstone high and dry because, of course, it's not woke. But you know what's better than Emmys? Is this from Yellowstone? I don't know. I honestly have to admit I haven't seen the show. What's better than Emmys, though, there's Kevin Costner, is the money that comes with an actual audience. And I'm sure that Costner is laughing from his yacht at not getting nominated. How stupid is that? Finally, CNN launching an attack on Republican Latina candidates with this op-ed. Opinion: these GOP Latina candidates are not the real deal. From the article, while these Latinas may be having a moment in the spotlight, they hold views outside the Latino mainstream. Their current prominence is more of a publicity coup for the GOP than the authentic reflection of Latino voters. Evidently, over at CNN, they're still convinced that mainstream Latinos in this country care more about pronouns than inflation. That's how stupid the author of that op-ed is. Mayra Flores, the first Mexican-born woman to be elected to Congress in the state of Texas, although, of course, she doesn't count as a Republican, one of a few people highlighted in that article. Okay, finally tonight, some perspective. Elon Musk. This is good. One of the best Twitter smackdowns I have ever seen. And it happened while he's being sued by Twitter, which makes it even better. It all started with his latest tweet, a meme about Hunter Biden, showing the picture of Hunter there with all the cameras every time he buys crack and hookers. Pretty funny, right? But that's, nothing special. It's a good meme, but it's nothing too big. But then MSNBC host Stephanie Ruhle, clearly angered by the attack on Hunter Biden, who her network has shamelessly protected for years as they remain loyal to the failing Biden regime. Ruhle responding, imagine the positive impact you could have, Elon, on the world if you use the extraordinary amount of influence and power you have to spread decency, kindness, and positivity instead of attacking my best friend, Hunter. How can anybody have such little awareness? Because you see, at the bottom, put it back up, Musk tweeting back, imagine if MSNBC did that. Now that is a body slam. MSNBC spends all day spreading toxic government propaganda, divisive racial rhetoric, doing everything they can to stir up things in this country and ruin it. A race war every chance they get. Everything that they can do to help our government grow into an uncontrollable beast. And this woman has the audacity to jump into this conversation to protect Hunter Biden? You're trying to protect Hunter Biden? Stephanie Ruhle, are you out of your mind? What a stupid self-inflicted wound, and it played out in front of a very large crowd on Twitter. I've used up every second of this show. Bowling is next. Good night.